Hello, YouTube. It's long time no see. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Yuletide-mania. Yeah, I'm sorry I took a couple days off to recharge my batteries. I did 2 live streams last week, so I want to get back on the wagon. Now we're talking about the 2018 animated smash hit from last year, done by Illumination Studios, the same people that they did the Lorax and they did Despicable Me. And this is Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. Yes, the animated version. While this is not the best version of the films, I still like this film. I know a lot of people were upset because they called The Grinch Gru just with green hair and Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he does a good job with the movie. I don't think he's horrible. Some people say, what was his accent? I'm like, well, he does a nasally American accent in almost everything he does, well, except for Star Trek and Sherlock and a bunch of other things. But I think he does a good job with the role. People mostly complain that it's just an extended version of the Jim Carrey movie and the animated version from the 1960s, but it's very cute. It's got great CGI animation because they couldn't do a live action because of the Cat in the Hat from 2003. The discs are green. That's cool. The film's not too long. It's only an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, an hour and 26 minutes. It goes by quick. So if you seen the Jim Carrey version and thought that was a little too long or the other version is too short, this is just right. It's only an hour and 20 minutes. The voice cast does a good job. You got Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch. You got Rashida Jones as the mom. Cindy Lou's mother. You have Keenan Thompson as the mayor of Whoville. Angela Lansbury's in it. Pharrell Williams and the little girl that plays Cindy Lou. She was in The Greatest Showman. She was one of Hugh Jackman's daughters. It's Cameron Seeley. She did a good job. She's very cute in it, and I like the colors in the movie. It's very bright and vibrant. The film's very funny. I think Cumberbatch does a good job. That giant fat reindeer scene is funny when he's trying to drag him to the snow. Max is cute, the little dog, and basically the story. The Who's are celebrating Christmas, and the Grinch doesn't give a shit about that, and he does his dastardly ways. He's not as mean in this one as in the other versions, but I do like the fact that they kept the spirit of the character. And he's still a grouch. He still frowns a lot. He still doesn't like people. And it's not the Jim Carrey version went deep into why he hated Christmas. Here he's just a little bit cynical, and yeah, of course he does the same thing like in the original. He goes to Whoville later at night, dresses up as Santa, and dresses up Max as a reindeer, and he goes to steal their presents and say, "I'm going to take Christmas away from them. I'm going to stop this whole thing." And I'm like, yeah, it's not beat for beat the other films. At least it does its own thing. Is it completely original? No, but it's not horrible. Like critics were treating this like it was a bastard child of the 1960s version or the Jim Carrey version, which I love that version. That makes me laugh a lot. And the movie it's cute. It's exciting. There's a lot of moments in it that made me smile. It's not a musical, so they don't sing in this version as much. But it keeps the overall story. People just say that it added nothing new. I'm like, well, it's the story of the Grinch. What did you want? Like a reboot where it's dark and gritty and the Grinch kills people? No, that would be too much. And it has the spirit of Dr. Seuss's book. It's not mean spirited like freaking the Cat in the Hat was. It doesn't have like stupid adult jokes all the time. And what I like about it also is that you know in animation you can do a lot with it. There's a lot of vibrant colors. Whoville looks beautiful. Um, and the you could tell the animators had fun doing this. There's a lot of good ideas in it. Cindy Lou has these cute little things in her hair. The movie made a lot of money. It was a $75 million budget and it made 11.6 million dollars, almost a $500 million more than that. And I'm like, wow. It was also the final adaptation that was released before Audrey Geisel, Dr. Seuss's wife, passed away in December of that year. So may she rest in peace. And also Theodore Geisel, Dr. Seuss himself. But it's not an insult to his story. It preserves the story, has a message at the end. Um, I know some people hated this, like Phil Master Adams said, it doesn't keep the message. Even the Jim Carrey version had that. I'm like, but it's fine for what it is. This is the consensus. The Grinch gives the classic source material brightly animated update That's solidly suitable for younger viewers. Yeah, it's a kids movie, guys. It's PG, it's animated, it's harmless. They can watch this without having the adult jokes from the Cat in the Hat and the curse words that they had in that movie too that they try to hide under innuendos, and it's harmless without adding a substantially due to the story's legacy. But I'm like, I'd rather see this than the Lion King remake. I'd rather see this than Beauty and the Beast, 2017. I'd rather see this than Aladdin. I'd rather see this than any Disney remake that they've done. That they pretty much copied the original, made it longer and boring. This at least has pretty colors, different casts, different ideas, beautiful animation, and it's longer than the 19. It is longer than the 1960s version, but that was a 25 minutes short. Short and sweet and to the point. Then you have the Jim Carrey version, which is the longest version, where they do backstory for the Grinch and why he hated Christmas, and he had a relationship with with a woman, which is different. Here, I like this, and it's got the narration and it's got a lot of charm. And if you've never seen it, I would say if you have kids, you could definitely show them this version. There's no Grinch, putting his butt in people's faces and telling them to kiss it. There's no him falling into a woman's chest. There's no the mayor kissing the dog's ass. There's none of that. Those are stupid, but I can understand. I can overlook them because Jim Carrey just cracks me up in that movie. And yeah, it is what it is. If you've never seen it, it's worth a watch. And for the holidays, it's definitely worth your time because the bright colors really help the movie a lot. It's not some dark and gritty version, and people just need to get off their high horse. Not every adaptation is going to be directly from the books. Also, it's not always going to be exactly what you want. Just go in and be entertained. Just admire the freaking artistic choices of the animators and the director who directed this version. Um, Scott Mosier and Yarrow Cheney. I've never heard of them, but they did a good job of what they had to do. It's not an insult to the book. It's not an insult to Seuss's legacy. It does what it does, and it does it quick. And it didn't need to remake beat for beat the other movies. And I like that because it's fun. That's all you can ask for the holidays. Fun, giving movie that keeps on giving. So that's my thoughts on the 2018 Grinch. I do like the film. Do I love it to pieces? No, but hey, it was a hard act to follow after the Jim Carrey version and the original '60s version, but it's still watchable. It's not a god awful movie that I never want to see again. That's those Disney remakes, which like I said before, some of them just don't need to exist. They just make the originals look dumb, and they put bad CGI, padding, too many songs, too much freaking talking, and it's just boring. This is not boring. It's 86 minutes long, goes by quick. So thanks, guys, for watching. See the Grinch from 2018 is very good. It's a good kids movie. For adults, it might be hit or miss, but for kids, there's definitely a lot for them, and they can do a lot worse. Trust me. The 2003 Cat in the Hat movie that's horrible. That's one of the worst adaptations of a Seuss movie I've ever seen, and it's painful. It really is. But yeah, this is a good one. So for your kids. So anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next review.